21 at the time, and me and my best friend were 13 in 7th grade. We snuck in with her. We pulled up in the dad's Rolls Royce, and then the security literally just let us in because we're in the gated neighborhood. So
what the fuck?
And then I was partying in a pool with Tyga at 13 in a hot tub.
I was very annoyed.
I've had the craziest life. Those stories I could tell for days.
I was very annoyed earlier that, you know, I was like,
Oh, and I made him cupcakes one
no
time.
one wanted to hear me sing, so now you guys are gonna fucking hear me sing.
Saying some things never get old and some things never change, y'all. How y'all doing this morning? The gray is gray. It's a beautiful morning, y'all. The birds chirping. I got another video, y'all. Unfortunately, I don't know if this is for clout. I don't know what these little segments, when they put these little segments out, what they looking to accomplish other than exposing somebody who, you know, did something years ago. And yeah, I always find it weird when a female, no matter whether you're attractive, whether you're rich, you're famous, you come on in front of a camera and you get to talking about the past, about what you did with somebody who was evidently, obviously older than you. And from what she's explaining, they might have some money, talking about what type of car they pulled up in, the gated community, and even going beyond that. You know, when these young girls have a fascination, you know, with the people that see on TV, it's gonna go above and beyond once they actually have an opportunity to meet them. We can see this from the meet and greets with, you know, with Chris Brown and things of that nature. And these aren't younger women that's doing that with Chris Brown. These are older, mature women. So you can only imagine what the teenagers, even young men, go through once they watching, you know, these gangster rappers on live, on social media, or on YouTube, whatever the case may be. You know, so for these young girls to get fascinated with these rappers, not even A-list rappers, you know, and it doesn't matter if someone's A-list or not. You know, you put them on TV, you know, claim to fame is everything, clout is everything. It's a dangerous drug. And so she's describing basically interactions with somebody, and even saying, hey, I made them cupcakes. It's like, you know, what information are we looking to put out to have a perception or to look at someone in a certain type of way? Like, I don't get this. I don't get what people aim be. I don't get what the result goal is in this. But it's kind of wicked. And you know, for them to be explaining this to him like it's something major, when it's evidently it was years ago, and this is years later, and you're explaining this, talking about you even made them cupcakes like it was a separate occasion. You know, explaining a hot tub situation when you didn't even have to bring that up, but just stating the fact that what you did with these type of individuals, because they are famous. Like, you know, you get a normal black guy, I mean, he has a good chance at, you know, especially if he's rich and successful, not even got to be famous, you know, he's gonna have a handful of options of who he wants. You know, same thing with women. But it's a whole other thing to be talking about a man that's twice your age, and to be talking as if it was an accomplishment in your life. Like this is something you will always remember, you know. And it's just sad because the culture is just, you know, it seems as if it's I want to say predatoring these young girls, but at the same time, you can't really be a predator if, you know, someone is interested. You know, you can rape somebody, you can sexually assault somebody, you can verbally assault people, but if somebody's not interested, you can't be a predator. You have to be a predator when both parties are, you know, interested. Meaning you get caught with a 12, 13-year-old girl and she's, you know, wanting to be with you. We're gonna call you a predator. We're gonna call you, you know, all these child predator, sexual predator. We're gonna call you all these type of names, but it's a distinct when we have these young girls wanting to be preyed upon, wanting to be sexualized, wanting to be in the presence of of these grown men. And from what she's speaking on, you never know what happened, but she's just giving details about a time she interacted with a famous rapper and how it led to them being in a pool or a jacuzzi. And she made sure she emphasized that she was, 13 or 12 or whatever the age limit. She said she was 13 or 14. I believe she said she was 13. And y'all just let me know what y'all think about this though, man. But I just feel like, the music, the entertainment, the internet definitely pushed a limit to where, these kids, 13, 14, 15, 16, feel, comfortable being around these grown-ups in whatever setting, a jacuzzi setting, a party setting, alone in a car with them setting, in their own home when their parents aren't even aware, type of setting. And, some things have to change, and I don't think we'll no time soon. These things have been going on for generations and centuries. A lot of times they're done in the dark and years later brought out because the woman exposes it. It's very rare that the man says, yes, I was chilling with a 13-year-old girl on this live, or, it's very rare that the men come out. It's always the women, years later saying what happened. But during the time, it was all fun and games. No matter if they're young, no matter if they're older, it was all fun and games. But I just find it real weird that, she happily said that, and it doesn't even look like that was the conversation of context. Like they were all just randomly talking, and she just brought that up out of nowhere. I don't know what aim she is trying to get, what type of goal she's trying to accomplish. Like I said, I don't know what they or why they bring up these situations when they're on camera. As of right now, nobody's thinking about Tyga as far as being an A-list celebrity, A-list rapper, or anything like that. So it's just a thing where, bringing someone's name up, and because you were in a situation, I guess at a young age, you're trying to expose someone because that's how it's going to come off on the internet. At the same time, it's just, I guess, you explaining how, at a young age you was around, these so-called celebrities or, these rappers. I don't know, y'all, but it's a little weird. I don't know the tactics they try to accomplish or they're trying to gain, other than, gaining viewership, I guess, from a certain platform. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. This is just my opinion. Some things better off said off camera, and a lot of times some things are better off said just never. It's never a good time to say something that you did that wasn't appropriate for another person that will make them look bad in their light and make you look bad in light. And it's another thing. Women can do just about anything and come on camera and talk about it. And there's nothing wrong with it. So it's just something that you got to look at and you have to analyze and take in as a whole, and, and try to place yourself on a side where you're not being invited or you're not being compromised in these situations, because years down the line, somebody's definitely going to say, oh yeah, we did this. Oh yeah, we, we're in the backseat of the car, or yeah, one time, I was with my friends and it's going to come out. So it's just best to not even put yourself in those predicaments. Even though, some people have these temptations with these young girls. Some people have these fetishes with these young girls, and a lot of times these young girls will push themselves upon these older men, seeing what type of profession they is, how they're in the spotlight, what type of money they're making. And it's being glorified. It's going glorified through the music, through the movies, through, just about everything that's basically on the internet is being glorified through. And it's kind of sad because a lot of people have children, and can't always control what somebody watches on TV, and you can't control how they're going to respond after they watch something on TV after a numerous amount of times. And like she said, when she, pulled up to the gated community, they just let her in, and it seems as if, like I said, if they're young, you can prey up on them, and it's kind of normal. It's a normal thing in certain people's society, especially if you're rich and famous. It seems as if it's very normal to be with underage women and it's cool or some shit like that. But I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Let me get y'all opinion in the comments or something.